Hello and welcome to episode 8 of my Let's Play Minecraft SMP. I am KHM, and this would be my 4th attempt, or more accurately, my 4th time that I've hit the record button, gone and done a bunch of things, come back, check my video, and realize I have no audio. So hopefully there's audio this time, and getting less than satisfactory frame rate there. That's not good. But it seems to be... Anyway. So, first things first, let's talk about the griefing incident. I've repaired the village over there. We'll get to this, what's to our left in a minute. I've repaired the village, got at least enough of the villagers back on the outside ring to repopulate the village. We'll just stick with that. And seems to be working. There is a bunch of villagers down in the water below that I'll need to take care of. I was feeling lazy, so I didn't take care of them immediately. As you can see, the funnel thing there is still slightly broken, but that's not really much of a big deal. I'll fix that at some point later on. The iron golem grinder that's in it, I've repaired. So we are currently grinding iron golems, which is good. I've removed all the obsidian from my chests. You can't really see them from here, but I did. There was one diamond pick that managed to escape the griefing by existing in my ender chest. Although it's heavily damaged, so I'm going to need new diamond picks soon, or new diamonds to repair it. Going over my items, everything that seems to have a diamond in the crafting recipe is gone. My enchanting table, gone. Diamonds, of course, gone. Diamond equipment, gone. I estimated about 3 stacks of diamonds worth of stuff just gone. Possibly a bit more. Actually, probably more because of the equipment. But anyway, about 3 stacks of diamond equipment. Or 3 stacks of diamond gone. The owner is not going to reimburse me. So I'm kind of SOL there. But with how frequently I come across diamond in at least the latest versions of Minecraft, that really isn't too much of a problem. I should be able to replenish that with a little bit of mining. I did try to do some mining to get some more diamond, although it wasn't successful, but I'm pretty sure I will be at some point soon. With the cows, I was thinking of building a track that would that I could use to bring cows from wherever the heck I might find them over to my cow farm. But I changed my mind, decided to go the lazy route and just wait until 1.6 came out. Because then I can use a leash to just kind of guide or walk them over without having to lay down temporary tracks. And since I'm not exactly hurting for leather, I think I've got like 2 or 3 stacks of this stuff, I'm just not going to worry about it. Let's see, and as for the consequences of the griefing other than the damage that I've mentioned, Uberbass has been banned for it. I know practically no details on that. I was thinking that maybe he had gone on a rampage and was actually banned before, but from the sounds of it, he might not have been banned before I reported my griefing. So I'm not entirely sure what the story is behind that. Uberbass, if you ever watch this video, feel free to leave your point of view in the comments. Actually, I'm kind of thinking about sending Uberbass a email asking him what was going through his head when he did that. Try to find some logic in this. I paid his base a visit. In the slim hope that I might find my missing diamonds there, I didn't. I did not loot the place or destroy it or anything, because he might come back. I'm not quite entirely sure what the full story is of what's going on there, so don't want to do anything against him in case he's not actually the person who did it or something. Saying something, but my brain just kind of blanked out. Can't remember. Was his base where I was going with that, or was that kind of a side note? Anyway, he's been banned. Oh yeah, his base. He has actually quite a nice base. It doesn't make sense for someone who's invested that much time and effort into a base to then just go grief others on a server that they've been invited to, you know. I kind of would expect a little bit better from a YouTuber that's been invited to a server like this, that builds, that's creative, to, I would have expected a bit better than to just go randomly grief. So that makes me think there's some sort of story behind this. Maybe he's not happy, wasn't happy about something. Maybe he wasn't clear on the rules of the server or something. Since some of the damage that was done, it made it look like it was intended to be a prank, but kind of went south. The two things that make it not a prank are the diamonds, the missing diamond equipment and diamond stuff, and the cow farm where all cows were killed. Everything, if you exclude that, this would just be a prank. But with those in, that's clearly grief. It's possible it was just a prank that was taken too far. I don't know. He might have, intended not to actually steal the diamond, but just kind of hide them temporarily. And that they're, like, in a chest somewhere in the mountains. I don't know. I'd have to talk to him to find out what the heck was going on, or what went through his head when he did that. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with this. Now, I'm not quite sure what was going on with my software program, but apparently was not recording my microphone at all. I think it is now. I hope it is now. I'm not entirely sure, but I hope it is. So let's go ahead and walk through this. And get down there. Alright, let's start out with the entrance here. Now, the entrance to this grinder for maintenance and such is going to be from here. Now, this is just a temporary walkway. I'm planning to build like a bridge to the second story of the village over there or something to properly allow players to connect to it, or to get to the grinder. Here is going to be a redstone tower, which is going to carry a redstone signal from a centralized control area to the lighting system of the grinder. But for now, we just have this switch here, which will allow me to turn the lights on and off. Let's see, will we be able to see? Yes, we sort of will. Okay, the redstone signal is carried along on this redstone going to these tower things. Now, the lights are all set up, so if there's no incoming redstone signal, the lights are on. We do that for safety. And also the torch is elevated like this, so that way if water pours down here, which has happened a few times, and washes away the redstone, the light will turn on, which will block spawns on the spawning pads. Can't look down. Okay, much better. Now, the spawning pads are going to be 5 by 5. And I did some experiments and discovered that a redstone lamp perfectly flush with the floor here will perfectly light up the top of a 5 by 5 area, which is cool. I'm lining up the pathways on the side with glass so that spiders, once they fall into the canals, cannot climb their way out, and will have a hard time clogging up the system, which has been a annoying problem in previous versions that I have built that spiders could fall into. I've already built or came up with the canal design, although there's currently no water in the system. I'll probably put that in off. Actually, no, I will put that in off camera because that's going to be a long and boring task. Need a proper maintenance path now that I think about it. Maybe I'll build something alongside the thing there. That might actually require a little bit of thought. Well, anyway. I basically have it set up so that the canal is completely surrounding each of the spawning pads. This outside ring here is just going to be solid wall all the way up. Nothing's going to spawn on it. So, because it's got canal on every side, it should be the most efficient, or as efficient as I can get with a 5 by 5 spawning pad. I've actually already had a few spiders spawn on this thing when I had water in it to experiment with it. And it seemed to work fairly well or take care of the spiders fairly well, so that's good. But we won't quite fully know how this whole thing is going to turn out until we flip the switch and let it start working, or start spawning. I originally wanted to build the whole thing out of this stone brick here, but I didn't have enough stone for the whole project. So instead I decided to build the center part here out of jungle wood, which is actually kind of starting to grow on me. Normally I'd use oak wood, but I happen to have a shit ton of jungle wood, so I decided to use that. And doesn't look too bad here. As you can see, I put it on the ceiling for this room here. And it's just going to make up all these spawning platforms. The wood here in the center is mainly for looks, even though nobody will be in here to see it, but whatever. The ceiling of the spawning area will be stone brick. So the outer shell and the ceilings of the spawning areas will be stone brick, except for the ceiling in the maintenance room. Not sure what else to mention. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and add a maintenance area. Finish putting the tops on all of these spawning pads, and finish up the walls a bit more, the outer railing. And I'll be back once I think once we're ready to start spawning things. Okay, I've completely finished this up and sealed it up. I've built glass walls going up all the way to the side, and I didn't actually think of a good way for me to get to the pads from here. So what I've just been doing is just using a bucket of water, putting it on there, and just jumping across. Now, I've tested it already, and it works out quite well. Oops. Ooh. And the, son of a... Just as I predicted, the lights perfectly light up the paths to stop those spawning. I currently have it temporarily blocked off by a block there to prevent sunlight from getting in here. I flip the switch, all the lights turn off. And I've already tested, or I've already watched this thing here. It's successfully gone through its test. Although there has been a few jams where the spider gets caught like right there, and a tall mob gets caught right there, and neither of them can get to their proper exit. But it seems to resolve itself after a few minutes, so it's not really too big of an issue. See, I've hooked up things down here. This. After the mobs pass through the filter, the tall mobs go into this valve thing, which we can take a closer look at. Turn on the lights for safety. Check to make sure nothing is down there. Ah, stupid bar thing. There we go. Alright. Come down here. Alright, let's see. Now we have no way of getting to it. Underneath this block here is a piston that will pull this block down. Water will come pouring out here and go over here and get stopped. I believe, yeah. There's a sign there to prevent the water from pouring down there. There's also a piston behind here, which we can have a look at. Maybe, maybe not. Well, anyway. So when that extends, this will become a completely solid floor with water pushing mobs that fall down here off in this direction. And from here, they will go to the obsidian box. That will be the cobble grinder. Let's see. Now, I've been having problems with the mobs falling down here. They sometimes land on this ledge, which allows them to just roam freely around here, which isn't good. So I've been placing a block there for to temporarily stop that. Oh yeah. Also, these spider drops go down into this tube here, and which allows that to bypass that valve thing. So I can just continue down to the item collection below. Let's see. Move this so we can get a good look. Wait, do I have sound on? I have it turned down. Okay, so the items and mobs, when they're not being filtered out, drop down to there. At the very bottom of that is currently just a hopper and chest. I'm planning to have it a little bit more of an elaborate thing. But for now, that's it. And I'm using a glass tube so you can see the mobs as they fall, which is kind of interesting. Now, if you look behind there, you'll see that we got something going on over there. And basically what it is, we have a few new players on the server. And one of them has decided to build a home on that mountain and connect to my tree farm with a walkway, apparently. I didn't actually see him build that. Or that, really. He told me he was going to build there, but I didn't actually see him build the walkway. It makes sense though, since that gives him direct access to the Nether hub. Although it does kind of feel a bit like he's encroaching on my territory, but I got space to spare, I guess. Let's see. I think that's it for the moment. I'm thinking of putting the obsidian chamber somewhere around there. Should be interesting. Oh yeah, to get all the stone that I needed to finish that off, I ended up resorting to building a cobblestone generator here. It's quite simple. I just start it by jumping on this pressure pad, jumping off. The piston there turns it into a pulse, and the repeaters act as the timer. Let's see. Yep, not fast enough. Kind of expected to create two there, but apparently it didn't. I thought about putting in an asynchronous thing in here so it detects when it doesn't need to run the timer. But yeah, I can just go start and stop it manually. That's what I've been doing for now. And this is only meant to be temporary way of gathering resources until I get that thing finished. And that's how I stop it. Oh, oops. I didn't actually mean to start that again. Now, one of the new players on the server is apparently building a better version of the golem farm that apparently is able to have 32 overlapped villages, which sounds kind of interesting. Not entirely sure how that's going to work, but I guess we'll find out. Let's see. I think that's it for the moment. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just pause the recording. Okay. As you can see, I'm in a creative world here, and I was testing out my idea for the obsidian chamber to create a cobble grinder when I discovered something rather unpleasant. What's that in there? Grab yourselves a pumpkin. Where's the pumpkin? There's a pumpkin. Basically what it is that... No, that won't be a good spot. Iron golems and creepers don't mind one another. And now, of course, the golem can take out the skeleton. It also takes out zombies, which is good, but, oh, he's glitching. Give him a zombie kill. There we go. But, see? Creepers and golems are best friends. Get along quite happily. Which, you know, makes sense. If you have an iron golem running around your house, or a village, you generally don't want, it to be engaging creepers, because they might blow holes in the houses. So it makes perfect sense, and I don't know why it didn't occur to me before, but apparently it's like this. So it's a good thing that I decided to test this out in a creative mode world before building it. So I've been trying to come up with ways to still make this work. Tried several methods. One was building kind of a oops. Yes, an oops. Replace that. Building kind of a hole in the wall along with a container thing like this. And going to survival mode here, we can see that the creepers come up to me, they blow up, tear holes in the ground. Which works. And as long as I have, well, actually it doesn't really matter. I just need regen to counteract the damage it does, because For some reason, with the obsidian between me and them, the water doesn't seem to actually do anything, but the obsidian between me and them means that I only take like half a heart of damage, which is really nice. So the regeneration easily counters that. It also counters starvation, as you can see. And the resistance too is necessary because of skeletons, which, you know, will shoot me. But they're not really much of a threat as long as the golem's in there. So let's just switch back over to game mode creative. So 2 beacons are necessary to make that system work, and that's probably like the best way to go. Another way that actually seems to work quite well is TNT. And since TNT can be deployed from dispensers, they can't. It's a really good method. It could be fully automated, but it has the drawback of costing resources. Now, if it was just gunpowder, it wouldn't be too bad, but since you have to clear out deserts to make it work, it's a bit of an issue. But as you can see, it blew a pretty sizable hole in the floor there, so it works fairly well. But I think the best option I have is the hole here, where I just sit there and let the creepers blow me to bits, or try to blow me to bits. I've noticed that creepers don't actually do much to the floor, though. Not nearly as much as that block of TNT did. So once things all sealed up, actually no, we won't even wait for that. I'll just plop down a creeper here, give it a good whack so it comes at me. It only blew 2 holes in the floor. That's generally about all the damage they seem to do to cobble. Which is interesting. So, for explosive-wise, the number of blocks broken and the reliability of blocks getting down into the funnel, TNT can't be beat. But price-wise, and the ability to automate, to fully automate, the hole is the best route, because as long as I have a beacon recharging me, I don't have to throw in any more resources, just creepers and myself. That's all it's required. So I guess time is probably it, because I have to kind of stand close to it. Although I probably would have to anyway, because of chunk unloading issues. But, yeah. So, I am going to build this, but I'm going to redesign it a bit. It's kind of cool to watch it heal up there. To make it so that I'm going to use this method. But that also means that I'm going to need 2 beacons, which means I'm going to have to take out 2 wither. So I think I might actually hold off building the obsidian chamber until I have 6 skulls to summon withers with. I really like this thing healing. That's kind of cool. Self-healing structures have always been kind of interesting. Okay, anyway, you guys probably don't want to sit here and watch it heal up that floor. I have all the items currently going. 39 bits of cobble. That sucks. Well, anything really is a good amount. As long as it is collecting cobble and it's not costing resources, which I guess TNT would cost resources, but it can actually not cost resources because the creeper is blowing me up. So anyway, I'm going to hold off building the obsidian chamber in the Let's Play world until I get 2 beacons, and I think I've already said that, and I'm just repeating myself now. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording until I get until I have a little bit more to show. Okay. I hate to have to end another episode on a sour note. But once again, all of my diamond is missing. Now, I hadn't quite recovered. I managed to get only like 5 diamond ore, but I put them in this chest, and they're gone. And I've checked the other chests. They're not in there either. At least I don't think there are. It's possible that I might have overlooked it or just simply forgotten about the chest that I stuck it in. But I'm pretty sure that none of these chests have my diamond ore in it. And I've checked the chest I have up there, I've checked the chests I left up there, I've checked my ender chest here. Not having any luck finding my missing diamond. This is ridiculous. I was just about I was about to grab it, thinking now's a pretty good time to start, to build myself another enchanting table to replace that. That only requires 2 diamond, and I've been kind of lazy and not converted my diamond ore into diamond. My diamond ore is gone. It's gone again. Granted, it's not a lot, and who knows, maybe the person was just planning to borrow them or something, but okay. From now on, I think I'm going to put all of my diamond that I mine in a secure, safe, hidden away location. Probably my ender chest. Damn it. This is ridiculous. My diamond should not be disappearing on its own like this. Now, first thought comes to mind is my new neighbor over there. But there was another guy over here collecting iron for a project. I think he also asked for some diamond, but I told him he couldn't have any of mine because I didn't have enough, or I didn't have much. But he might have snagged it anyway. I'll have to ask him next time I see him. Anyway, once again, I am KHM, and hopefully I'll get this problem resolved in between episodes.